Okay, guys, what is the iterator? Just try to understand. If num equals to, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 is there, right? 8 is there. So everyone know, guys, the if I want to find out a 3, then how to print, guys? Anyone can tell how to print? If I want to,
by
hmm?
index number. Index number.
Yes, print print num e- then give the index number. What is the index number of 3, guys?
Two.
Yes,
Two.
very good.
Two, two.
2, 2. Okay, then 3 is right. Okay, then I can print also the another way using the for loop. For I in num, to give the colon, right, and I print I. So what will be the output, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So see, so this is the way of printing all the data. What is happening here? Whatever the value is present in num list. This is the list, guys, right? This is the list, and whatever the value is present inside this list, then that list for I in where we are using the range, right? Then in between, in range. Okay, this is the, and I have given the condition is that for I in num, and whatever the value inside this, then it will iterate one by one in this I, right? And this is unprinted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Whatever the value is present inside this list, then that value will be getting executed. Okay.
So here I am storing the value of num in
Yes,
I.
yes. I'm not told you what is the iterator. Just wait, and then you will understood, right? Just wait. Then I'm telling you what is the iterator. Till now understood, guys. Fetching the data from the list, just given the one by using for loop. Okay, till now understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, I can fetch also the it. It means iterator equals to iter. Iter. This is the inbuilt functions which will dedicated the iterate. Iter, right? Iter num and pass the list. Okay, pass the list and print it, right? It will. Oh, sit. See, guys, what is iterator? See, a list, an iterator, object. Iterator is the object, guys. Iterator is the object, and this is the address of this object. This is the address of this object. Iterator is the list, and this is the list. See, this is the list, and this is the iterator, and iterator is the object, and this is the object address. Okay. Okay, then let's try to execute the iterator. I'm just showing you this is the what is this? This is the object, right? And Okay, guys, try to execute. Copy and paste. And how to execute? Print. Give the print it dot next function. When you want to execute the data or value by using iterator, then we have to use next function. Next function will get execute, and next function will get execute only one data at a time. In next function will be execute the data only one data at a time. Let's see, I'm trying to execute one more data, then I have to mention the one more iterator function and give the one more printing statement, right? See, the two is execute. Okay, then if I want to execute the fourth data, then I have to mention the fourth time of int inbuilt function, right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the execution purpose of this next function? It will execute only one data at a time. Understood, guys, or not? Hello, guys, have you understood or not, or any doubt in this part? Let me know,
Yes, sir.
guys.
Understood.
Guys,
Sir, why not two fast, three fast? Why not why one?
okay. See, it will fetch the data. See, this is the queue, right? Suppose, try to understand. This is the queue, and it will fetch the data, topmost data. Topmost, which one? This is the one, right? Then 2 and 3 and 4. Then every time it will fetch the topmost data. Topmost data, you can save also the zero index. It will fetch starting from is executing from the zero index. Okay, guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Easy till now, easy, right? Okay, then I'm giving you an example. I want to fetch the top 10 data, right? Create one class and give the top 10 as a class name, right? This is the class name, and create on constructor. Guys, create on constructor, give init. Init function then self. Okay, guys, I told you what is the self and what is the use of self. Okay, understood or not? I forgot about
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, and give the number. I've taken the num equals to 1. Okay, num equals to 1, and I have created one more method, iter method. Okay, iter method, and self the return self, and create one more method for the next. Okay, I'm creating the one more method for the next Okay, take on variable called value. Val. This is the value, right? And self dot sum. Self dot sorry sum, not sum, the number. Okay, and self dot num equals to, and you can give also num the plus equals to 1. Okay, plus equals to 1 and return value. See guys, how to call class, how to call the method, guys? Anyone?
The C1 dot the name of the object.
C1
C1 equals to first
C1 dot
mention the object.
C1 to class. What is the class name?
top
This is
10.
the top 10, right? Top 10 is the class name, and I have created the object. Okay, this is the object, and give the printing statement here, and you can call. Okay, you can call in the two way. You just give the next function and pass the C1, right? You just pass the C1, then also it will execute 1, and you can call another way, the previous way. What is the previous way? The C1 dot next function, right? By using next. You can call in the both the way. Same output is there. See the same output, right? Now what is the simplest way? This is the, I think, yeah, this is the simplest way. Next, C1. Next is the inbuilt function which is used to fetch the data, only one data at a time. Okay, then guys, try to understand. It will create the iterator. This is the iterate. Class is the top 10 is the class. Just try to understand these things. Okay, and init is the function. Init is the function. It will define the integer value, right? And self is the keyword which is used to pointing out the current instance on current object, right? Current instance means what? Then I have declaring the self dot num is the variable. I have taken on the num variable equals to 1. I'm assigning the value the 1 in the self dot num variable, right? I have assigning. Okay, and I have created one more object called iter. Iter means it will define the object. Iter is the object. It will define the object, iterator object, right? And self dot. Then I have taken, then return self. Whatever the value iteration inside present inside, then it will return the iter value. Okay, then it will return here. Then it will once again, it will come to the next line. Then def. I've created one more object, one more method, which is the next method. Next method, we know, for the executing the iterator. Next method is used to executing the iter method. I have taken one more variable called val. Val equals to self.num. Self.num, which variable? This variable. This variable I just call here, right? Okay. This variable I just call here, and whatever the value present inside this variable, self dot num variable, then it will get execute where? It's the val variable, right? Val means value, right? The self dot num plus equals to, guys, plus equals to, and equals to number equals to number plus 1. Okay, see, plus equals to, okay, then self dot num and self dot num plus 1. Both are same, guys. Self dot num plus equals to 1, and self dot num equals to self dot num plus 1. Both are same. Yeah, I've written like this only because the syntax is reducing the syntax, right? Understood? I told you guys the plus equals to and minus equals to. I told you. Are you remembering, guys? I told you.
Yes.
Yes. So then plus equals to 1. Then whatever the value in self dot num, and it will add the one more value plus 1. Okay. See, 2. Why 2? Then it will increment at a time. Whatever the value inside this 2, then here it will come, and 1 added the 1 variable 1. 1 is by default present inside this self dot num variable, right? Self dot num variable, 1 is by default is present, right? And I have added the plus 1, right? Plus 1, then 1 plus 1, which is 2. Then when the 2, then every time it will increment. Our next function, it will call only one value at a time. Okay, if you give the multiple next function, then it will iterate one by one. Just try to execute, guys. Guys, try to execute the 4th time. Just try to execute the 4th time. See, 1 2 3 4. So 1 incremented. Okay, okay, guys. You don't try this one. This one the separate. This one separate. I have created only one. This one. Num is the variable. I have taken a variable. Don't understand. Don't try to understand the num is the list. This is not list. I have taken the variable, right? Okay, guys. Guys, till now understood or not? Hello. Till now understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any query in
Sir,
this
if
part?
if I only use the iter function, it will only return the address.
Yes. If you what you told? 1 second. Can you repeat, please?
If I only create an object, if I only use the function iter, then it will return the address of the input, right?
Yes. Address of the iter function. Till now understood or not, guys? Okay. तुम लोगों को मन में ये घूम रहा है, क्यों हम इतने बार लिखे, क्यों हम नेक्स्ट यूज करें? देखो गाइस, हम आप लोगों को समझाने के लिए बता रहे हैं जहाँ ये इटरेटर वर्क कैसे करता है। ये नेक्स्ट फंक्शन क्या करता है, एक एक करके वैल्यू जनरेट करता है। ये नेक्स्ट फंक्शन इट विल जनरेट द वैल्यू एट वन टाइम, राइट, वन वैल्यू, and in this next function it will fetch the value only one time in the one value. Okay, at a time. Okay, then try to execute the top 10 value. Okay, try to execute the top 10 value. Then how to execute? Okay, copy this code and paste it here. Okay, and change some code here. Just give the condition, right? Just give the condition if self dot num less than or equals to 10, then val equals to self dot num, then val equals to self dot num and self dot num plus equals to 1 and return val. Okay, else raise stop iteration. This is the function stop iteration. Raise stop iteration and just call the values for I in C1 and print I. Okay guys, what will be the output? Anyone can tell?
Sir, 1 to 9.
1 to 10. 1
1
to
to
10.
1 to 10. 1.
1 to 10. See, 1 to 10. Why? Because it will generate the value. Less than or equals to 10. If self dot num, which variable? This instant. Okay. Initially, I have declaring the 1. 1 is the self dot num value. Then after that, then it will check the condition. If self dot num less than or equals to 1, yes, condition is true. Okay, then it will store inside this value variable value. Then self dot num, then if the condition is satisfied, then 1 is execute, guys. 1 is execute. Okay, 1 is execute. After that it will check the self dot. Okay, just wait. Self dot num less than or equals to 10. Okay, see, initially the value is 1, right? Condition is the 1 less than or equals to 10. Condition is satisfied, right? Then our 1 is execute, and here the plus equals to 1 means the say self dot num plus equals to 1 Okay, so initially value, what is the value of say self dot 1? This is the 1, right? The 1 less than equals to 10. Condition is satisfied, then 1 is execute. Okay, then 1 is execute. See, then after that it will check one more condition. Okay, one condition is satisfied. Then now Now the value is then it will go to the next, the 1 plus 1, which is 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Okay, the now the num value is 2. Then storing the this is the upgrading the value, now is 2, then 2 it will come, the iterate the value is the 1, right? It will iterate, then it will fetch the value of this object. This is the iter object, it will self, then whatever the value is present, then iter itself is written, right? And then come to the next method, and it will check the next method. Then self dot, if self dot num less than equals to 10. Okay, the now the 2 self dot num value is 2, then 2 less than or equals to 10. Yes, condition is satisfied, then 2 will get execute. Then so try to understand, then whatever the value is present inside this val, then it will get stored inside this top 10 classes. Then I have just called this creating an object, this top 10 class, and for I in C1, now whatever the value is present inside this C1, it means top 10 class, then that value will get executed, right? Then for I in C1, then print I, then it will execute one by one, right? And here the incrementing the value 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Okay, then till less than or equals to, it will checking the condition. See, then a 2 less than or equals to 10. Yes, condition is true. Then 2 plus 1, which is 3. Then now 3 is the self dot num variable value. Number value is 3, right? Then 3 less than or equals to 10. Okay, the condition is satisfied. Okay, then 3 plus 1, which is 4. After that, now the 4 is the number value, right? Then 4 less than or equals to 10. Okay, condition is satisfied. 4 plus 1, which is 5. Then 5 less than or equals to 10. Then 5 plus 1, which is 6, till less than or equals to the 6. 6 less than or equals to 10. Condition satisfied. 6 plus 1, which is 7. Okay, then 7 less than or equals to 10. Okay, condition satisfied. The 7 plus 1, which is 8. Okay, then 8 plus the 8 less than or equals to 10, and 8 plus 1, which is 9. Okay, then 9 less than or equals to 10. Yes, condition is satisfied. Then 9 plus 1, 10. Okay, the 10 less than or equals to 10. Condition satisfied or not? Condition is true or false, guys? 10 less than or equals to 10. Hello.
True, sir.
Condition is
True.
true, right? Then
Satisfied.
10.
Satisfied.
Sir? Okay, satisfied. Okay, 10 plus 1, now is the 11. So 11, now 11 is the number variable. Okay, then less than or equals to 11, less than or equals to 10. Condition true or false, guys? Guys, condition
False.
true or false?
False, sir.
Once condition is false, then
False.
then loop will
Stop iteration.
stop it here, right? So this is the if condition, right? Understood? Till now understood, guys? Guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
And rise stop iteration. Rise stop iteration. This is the exception. This is the exception. I have given the right for the iterator. Okay. If you don't mention it here, see, give some message, right? See, this is the infinity loop will get executed. Infinity loop will execute. None has a none, hence a none. My machine will be crash, right? This is the infinity loop will get execute. Understood, guys? If you don't mention the exception, this is the exception handling, right, guys? This is the exception. If you don't mention the stop iteration, then it will, देखो, अगर आपने कुछ स्टार्ट किए हो तो उसको बंद करना है कि नहीं? तो दिस इज द स्टॉप इटरेशन, दिस इज द फंक्शन rise stop iteration. This is the function. It will stopping the iterator. Now see, try to understand, guys. This is the iteration. One by one, at on time it will crash your machine, right? Then value will be storing inside this. Then memory consumption, when the memory is empty, then now when the memory is full, then your machine will get destroyed. Guys, still not understood or not? So you
Yes,
have
sir.
to give rise stop iteration. Let's see. Understood, guys? Guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any questions in this part? So if you have any questions, then let me know, guys. Because this is the very important. Then this kind of things also they will ask in the interview. They will ask the what is the stop iterations? What is the work of stop iterations? What is the work of next functions? What is the work of yeah, iter functions? Then this kind of questions they will might be asked. Understood? You just try to understand, guys. If you don't understood, then I will explain.
Can you please teach the constructor?
Hmm?
Can you please teach the constructor?
Guys, this is the constructor. Okay, when you this much, this is the constructor, and this is also constructor, and this is the declaring the constructor, and this is the initial constructor. Understood? Then constructor, guys, if you have the doubt of constructor, then I will teach the constructor. I'll
Because
take
it's,
the class.
yes, sir, it's not yet done, sir. Constructor.
Yes, constructor is the easy concept, guys. Yeah. Okay. Then don't worry, I'll teach the constructor. Just leave the constructor parts, then try to understand. Leave the constructor part and try to understand the iterator, guys. If you have any query, then you can ask.
Sir, if I use the next function directly without using the iter function, then
But guys, iter function, it generate the value one by one. If you don't give this stop iteration, then it will generating the value the infinite time. It will generate the value infinite time. It will not stop. Once your memory will be full, then only it will stop the iteration. Guys, this is the beauty of iteration. Understood or not, guys?
means only to use the stop statement, I have to use the iteration.
Yes. Guys, when you will do the industrial project, then only you will understand why the iterator is needed, right? Okay. Just try to understand, guys, what is the iterator, what is the work of iterator, and how it will work. If you have any query in this part, then you can ask. Guys, try to understand. Any query, guys? Anyone? Guys, if you have a query, then you can fulfill. You can ask, guys. Don't worry about it. जो कौन क्या सोचेगा, हम एक बात बताते हैं। आप लोग जब पूछेंगे नहीं ना, तो आप लोग समझेंगे। आप लोग अगर ऐसे करोगे, हम अगर पूछ लिया तो दूसरे क्या सोचेगा जो उसको नहीं आता है। अरे उसको भी नहीं आता है, तुम जिसके बारे में सोच रहा हो ना, उसको भी नहीं आता है। तो अगर आप लोगों को डाउट है कुछ भी, तो पूछ सकते हो। ऐसा मत सोचो कभी, नहीं तो कभी सीख नहीं पाओगे। हम आप लोगों को बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है। एक
Sir,
बात।
raise is a exception.
हम्म
Raise is exceptions.
you can call it as also exception, right? This is the exception, guys. If you don't put the iteration, stop iteration, so it will printing the generate the value the infinite time, right? So this is the exception, right? Exception means what? Error. Error and exception is the same. Call it as the exception or error, right? So this is also the exception. The app is stopping the exception because whatever the value I have needed, then that much value I have taken, right? देखो, इटरेटर एक समंदर है भाई, एक समंदर है, एक दरिया है, समंदर है। हमको चाहिए 10 बाल्टी पानी चाहिए। तो 10 बाल्टी पानी चाहिए, तो यहाँ पे बाढ़ बाढ़ है, ठीक है। तो 10 बाल्टी पानी, सिर्फ हमको 10 बाल्टी पानी ही चाहिए। हमको 10 बाल्टी पानी ही चाहिए, हमको ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए। अगर ए और ए स्टॉप इटरेशन क्या है, ये इसका बाढ़ है, इसका बाढ़। इसका ये जो आपको सेपरेटेड क्या है ना, वॉल क्या है ना, ये आपका स्टॉप इटरेशन है। और क्या कर रहा है, अगर देखो बाढ़ टूट जाएगा तो आपका 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 घर का क्या हो जाएगा। पास ही में आपका घर है, तो घर घर का आपका क्या हो जाएगा, सत्यानाश हो जाएगा ना। हाँ, तो यही बात है। दिस इज द बार ऑफ इटरेशन। इटरेशन इज द समंदर, और यू कैन से आल्सो नदी, दरिया, कुछ भी। अंडरस्टूड गाइस? आपको
Yes, sir.
जितना आपको जितने बाल्टी पानी चाहिए, आप जस्ट मेंशन करो क्या चाहिए हमको। टिल 100 तक चाहिए, ठीक है। हमको 100 बाल्टी पानी चाहिए। देखो, ये क्या हो गया, ये 100 तक दे दिया। हमको उससे ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए, हमको इतना ही चाहिए। तो क्या करेगा, हमको उतना ही देगा। अंडरस्टूड guys? Till now understood or not? If you have any query, you can ask, guys.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
the iterator means object with address. No?
Iterator is the object that on the address, that on the, I saw you, that on the address, right?
Okay, sir.
Every object have some address. Every object has some addresses. Okay,
Okay, sir.
guys, everyone understood or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood? Okay. Try to execute, guys. Those who are joined with the laptop, try to execute. This is the important topics, guys. Try to understand and execute yourself and try to understand.
So can you explain the for part once again? For I in C1.
Ah,
The last two lines. For I in C1.
guys, try to understand. This is also or iter. Okay. For everyone know the for loop, guys. This is the loop. So whatever the value present inside this C1, then in कब तक चलेगा, हमको क्या कहाँ तक जाना है, यहाँ तक। ठीक है, तो हमने हाँ चलना चलना स्टार्ट किया यहाँ से, राइट। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, हमको यहाँ तक जाना है। तो क्या क्या, ओके, सी वन में जितना वैल्यू है ये क्या करेगा, ये एक एक करके एग्जीक्यूट करेगा। ठीक है, सी वन में जितना वैल्यू प्रेजेंट है वो क्या करेगा, एक एक करके एग्जीक्यूट करेगा। समझ में कि नहीं गाइज?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
सी वन में जितना वैल्यू है प्रेजेंट वो क्या करेगा, एक एक करके फेच करेगा और एग्जीक्यूट करेगा। अगर लूप की जगह में आप नेक्स्ट फंक्शन यूज करोगे, आपको एक एक करके आएगा, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, आपको 100 टाइम, यहाँ पे देखो एक्स 100 है ना, तो आपको 100 टाइम आपको क्या देना पड़ता है, आपका नेक्स्ट फंक्शन यूज करता है। तो हमने क्या किया, लूप यूज कर लिया। क्या करेगा, उतना ही तक चलेगा जितना उसको हमने बोला है चलने के लिए, उतना ही तक चलेगा। समझे कि नहीं? हम्म,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है। Okay guys, I'm giving you the